Hi friends, welcome to First Cry Fit Junior. Okay, so all those of them who are watching live, can you just please put thumbs up for us so that we know that we are audible and you're able to listen to this entire live. Can you just do that? Okay. Can anybody just write in comment box? See, basically this session is for mothers who are really caring, who really are thoughtful about your child's diet, and you really want to know, Shreya, how many fruits are important, how we can introduce fruits. Is there any special way by which we can introduce these fruits to our child? And it's going to rotate around few of the out of the box idea which are going to help you to introduce fruits to your child. So just let us know that if it's absolutely audible to you. Can anybody just share a thumbs up or something which will make us realize that yes, it's audible? Can anybody put up any thumbs up so that we know we are audible? Oh, anybody out there? So mothers, what are you all thinking? Do you all actually thinking here, okay, should we put it, should we not put it? And what are we doing? So, okay, we have got one viewer. Can you please let me know if I'm very clearly audible for this particular live session? Would you just let me know if you're clearly audible? Okay. Okay, is there anybody who posted in the comment box? I think I'm audible. Just give me a moment. I'm just waiting if anybody can just let us know if we are very clearly audible. Meg, I could see you there. Meg, am I clearly audible? Meg, can you just let me know if I'm very clearly audible? Yes, thank you so much, Mitali. So, thank you so much for giving me a thumbs up. So, I'm very clearly audible. So, let's understand what we are going to do today. Few of the very basic things that you need to understand. Shreya, are fruits important for our kids? Genuinely saying, fruits are one of the most natural nutrient available with you. Very easily available. You can get it in your nearby vegetable vendor. You can get it in markets. You can get it in a lot of e-commerce website which are selling day-to-day veggies and the fresh fruits to you. But Shreya, how we should be consuming fruits? All of you need to understand something very important. Every fruit have got its own benefits. You all remember when we were a very little child, there was a mango season, watermelon season, apple season, grape season, cherry season. But right now that funda doesn't work anymore. In fact, there are lot of people who will say that all season you get all the fruits. Is it actually a reality that all season you get all the fruits? Or I'll turn around the question. You all need to ask yourself, should we eat all fruits in all the seasons? So there is something called as seasonal fruits. It's a beauty of nature and a beauty of God. Trust me, all of you think, which are your summer fruits? Muskmelon, watermelon, mango, lychee. These are your major summer fruits. Why they are your major summer fruits? Because these all fruits are loaded with water. They are absolutely wonderful fruits to improve the hydration of your body. Then come to the winter season. Winter season have got lot of fruits which are more of a filling fruits, which will make you feel satiety. Something like custard apple is there. Then you get those fruits which are very heavy to digest, I would tell, but they are very tasty. But by nutritional value, these are all the fruits which are going to create a satiety value and give you a sense of being full. rainy season fruits. All of you have to remember two to three things before we get into this. Uh, all the fruits, right from start to end, you all have to remember that you can have them ideally in respective season. But most of us, like if you ask our kids, do they know seasonal fruits? No, because they see almost all fruits available in all the seasons. But yes, there is something called as taste variation. A specific fruit, if you have in specific season, then it tastes very, very good. All of you buy a watermelon and eat in this season, rainy season. Will it taste that great? No, it does not taste that good. Lot of you feel when mangoes have started being ripe, it started having bit of the insects. It's not going as good as it was. Because seasonal fruits had in a specific season will give you better taste, will give you better nutrition, and will actually survive the purpose of taste, because they are most tasty in their respective season. Shreya, what about the nutrient values of so many fruits which are available? All of you, did you observe there are few fruits which does not have season? Banana. Banana is a all season fruit. It's a God's way of telling you banana you can have in all season. Apple, it's a all season fruit. A apple a day keeps doctor away. So apple is a fruit that you can have all season. Shah, what are you trying to tell? I'm just trying to tell go with nature. Fruits which are available all seasons, that ultimately tells you you can have it all season. Fruits which are available in specific season, that tells you you can have them only in specific season. Okay, now a very important thing come into your mind is nutrient values of fruits. So a lot of people think that, sure, what kind of a nutrient values actually fruits provide you. I am not at all here going into numbers ki which fruits is heavy in this particular nutrient and this fruit is heavy in that particular nutrient. Trust me, I'm not going to get into that. But few of very, very important nutrients, all of you have to understand. There is something called as vitamins. There is something called as minerals. There is something called as fibers. There is something called as folate. That's your iron. There is something called as vitamin C. There is something called as hydration. There is something called as immunity. All these packed together, you're going to get through fruits. And yes, there are few fruits which act as a satiety value. What is satiety value? Satiety is basically fruits which gives you a feeling of fullness. What do you mean by feeling of fullness? Feeling of fullness means after having 2 bananas, you can sustain your hunger at least for half an hour. So these are the fruits which are rich in carbohydrate. If I have to make it very, very simplified, something that you get from chapati and rice, that you tend to get from banana as well. Okay, now let's understand the nutritive values of respective fruits. First and foremost is potassium. Shah, is potassium important for our body? It's extremely important for your body. Sodium potassium balance works brilliantly well to keep your blood pressure in control. Shah, let's talk about kids, no? Because we are talking about kids' fruits intake. Trust me, all of you, it's a human being's child. So exactly with respect to child's case, also the potassium sodium balance is very important for the kidneys, for their heart, and for their overall being. Shah, which are those fruits from which we are going to get potassium? So first and foremost, which is a very, very known potassium rich fruit, is banana. Okay, all those of you who are actually watching, like Mehak, Mitali, Shweta, Kavita, just write in chat box that how many of you actually love to have banana. There are few people who really enjoy banana, and there are few of you people who don't enjoy eating bananas at all. There are few of you who carry a myth. Shah, if I have banana in the evening, will I catch cough and cold? If I give banana to my child every day, will my child have a tendency to develop cough? But actually, banana is not meant for that. Banana is meant to be a all-season fruit. Few people say, Shreya, bada banana khana chahiye. Should we have a small banana? Should we have a elaichi banana? Genuinely speaking, the banana that is available around you. My daughter enjoys banana daily. See, Pooja has written an answer. Shreya, my daughter Spruha enjoys one banana every day. The very fact Pooja is writing this comment in this particular season, that means she is giving it all season. Trust me, if you put your child through this habit of having banana every day, when Mitali has said her son Riyansh also eats it every day. Most of my students will also say that they ensure that a child eats one banana every day. It's a very, very good fruit. Yes, if you of your child have a very severe cough tendency or a very, very severe cold tendency, then you can shift to those small bananas which are called as elaichi bananas. But giving banana every day to your child acts as a brilliant weight gainer. It's very good for their kidney health. It's very good for their satiety value. It's very, very good finger food, which is very easily available wherever you are. You can feed it in car, you can feed it in garden, you can feed it in anybody's place you can. You all know one more secret? There is one more fruit which is very rich source of potassium, and that's tomatoes. Shreya, tomato is a vegetable. No, it is not. Tomato is a fruit. And it's a very, very rich and a very, very good source of nutrient for your child. So offering tomatoes to your child, yes, in a puree form, in a khichdi form, in a soup form, you can always offer it to your child. Share any creative ways to offer fruits to our child? Yes, we are going to come to that. But abhi ke liye, with respect to fruits, your banana, your tomatoes, and next two wonderful fruits which comes in the potassium is kiwi and cherries. Right now you're getting very, very good cherries. Very, very good cherries. Shreya, cherry is lit sweet and bit sour. Yes, that's the taste that is conveys. Because it's again a rich source of vitamin C also. Any kind of a berries, cherries, berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, these all are berries, is a treat for human immunity. All of you have to understand something. Say a cough cold के जो virus है that enters my body. All of us have those viruses, insects, whatever you want to, bacteria call it. They will enter the body. Do they show their effect on each body? They do not. Few of the kids' immunity is so high. Why? Because they will have lot of probiotics in their diet. Shreya, what is probiotics? Probiotics are those fruits which improves your immunity. And one amongst that is berries. So giving berries to your child. See, obviously, the way you offer it to your child varies from age to age. Banana doesn't have any variation. Whichever age you want to offer. You just peel it and give it to your child in hand right from 6 months onwards. But rest of the fruits do have bit of do's and don'ts that we will be discussing as per age. Next comes to a very important nutrient which is called as vitamin A. Vitamin A rich fruits are very important for your child's sight, eye health, skin health, and at the same time they play a very, very important role being a yellow green vegetables or yellow green fruits. They are very good probiotics. Shreya, which are those fruits which will come into the picture? So vitamin A rich. So basically oranges. Oranges have got a very good vitamin. Shreya, but it's vitamin C rich. Yes, it comes under vitamin C also, but oranges do have vitamin A as well with it. Then comes watermelon. Then it will come mango. Mango is an amazing fruit to have vitamin A for your skin, for your body. So many people will keep asking me, Shreya, my child hates mango or my child loves mango. So either of the ways. If you want your child to eat fruits, introduce them as early as you can. Earlier you introduce, they will develop liking towards fruit. That's first tip for all of you. Second thing for all of you, introduce fruits in an exciting way. You just give fruits in hand with a sad face. It doesn't create any excitement. So emotions to anything your child will connect depending on what is your emotional connect. So give it with a lot of example. Yo, today we are going to have a fruit. If you place banana in a half circle way on the plate with 2 cherries like ice, who is going to miss out on this platter? Nobody is going to. So for a child, presentation is very, very important. It can be fruits, it can be food, it can be vegetables. But the presentation plays a very, very important role in child's being. So vitamin A rich comes watermelon, muskmelon, mango. All 3 are summer fruits and they are very, very rich source of vitamin A. Oranges, yes, we have been getting it across at least 6 to 7 months to मिल ही जाता है अपने को, and that's how they come in the category of vitamin A rich fruits. Third comes the folate rich. Shreya, why the folate is very, very important? All of you adults, corona time, so many people want to know which is the good diet, which diet we should have. So basically folate becomes a very, very important fighting mechanism or the protection mechanism of your body. So folate or the iron rich. So folate is to make it simplified, you all know hemoglobin, you all know iron, you all know folic acid. So folate is one of the part of this iron rich group. So folate rich fruits, if you can offer to your child, they are going to be a treat. All of you should know the secret. First 6 months of your child's life, they get enough folate from mother's milk. After 6 months, your child does not have a backup of folate. So a lot of doctors will suggest iron drops to child. Yes, till age 1 usually they are stopped. But then, sure, do we need iron for rest of our life? Always. If you feel tired, if you feel drained out, if your doctor sees you pale, your doctor will say first thing, check your hemoglobin. Check your iron carrying capacity because that's going to drop your oxygen carrying capacity. So folate is extremely important. To give you a larger perspective, all red, yellow, green vegetables and fruits, they're basically folate rich. Shreya, can you specify a few? 100%. Papaya. Papaya is an amazing folate rich fruit that you can offer it to your child. Muskmelon. Muskmelon is another amazing folate rich fruit. Red, yellow, strawberries, cherries, they are very, very good. Dragon has also recently come into this same picture. Dragon has not been a fruit which we had since our childhood. But yes, dragon fruit is also one of the fruit that comes under the folate rich fruit. And you can for sure use it in your child's routine diet or the routine life. Okay, next comes fibers. Sure, why fibers are very, very important. A lot of kids have got potty related issue. Many of the times child don't have a habit of drinking water. Many of the kids, because see, as little kids, they're not going to have lot of fibers like itna vegetables they had, so much of leafy vegetable they had, so much of palak they had. It's somewhere not so much of case with child. So ultimately, fiber content can be fulfilled very, very easily with raw fruits. See, understand something. A lot of people ask, Shreya, if my child don't eat fruits at all and they just eat vegetables, will it serve the purpose? Think. Most of the vegetables we have to finely chop and then we have to cook. So a lot of its nutritional value is lost. Whereas fruits is a major way of offering fruits is raw. And that's why it has got the higher content of the nutrients that we are talking about. So in fiber we come cherries, berries, blueberries, pear, apple. They are like brilliant sources of fiber to your child. Sure, fiber helps in what all things? Fiber helps to keep your blood sugar levels in control. So child's activity level is very, very strong. It helps as one of the major probiotic helper. Third, it slows down the digestion. Fourth, it improves the potty formation and the movement of potty from the large intestine. It just improves that entire motion for your child. And that's what exactly is going to help. Next come vitamin C. An extremely important component of your child's well-being is vitamin C. Mamas do anything but never ever miss out on this particular component. Shreya, my child squeezes lime like this on the teeth. Not allowed. I'm sorry for this. But there is something called as enamel coat on teeth. If your child have a tendency to squeeze lime in mouth, it's going to affect enamel of teeth badly. Sure, my child don't have teeth. All of you must know. Teeth you can see at least 3 to 4 months before that teeth is there. So there is a gum health, there is a immunity, there is a saliva mixture, there is a specific pH that is maintained of your body. pH is basically acid alkaline balance of your liquid or of your body. So basically all of you have to understand, vitamin C is not something you squeeze directly in your mouth. It is something that you have through fruits, through vegetables, or in your food. Shah, which are those ways by which we can add vitamin C? One of the very, very good and the rich source of vitamin C is plums. Plums, it's called as aloo bukhar in local Hindi language. So plums, prunes, I'm not here talking about dry fruits though, I'm talking about regular fruits. So prunes, kiwi, strawberries, cherries, berries, mulberries, red berries. Then you go for dragon fruit, you go for guava, you go for oranges, and you go for sweet lime. These all are brilliant sources of vitamin C. Just should be steamed and give to your child. Genuinely speaking, did you observe if you cut, say you've cut guava or peru and you keep it like this, what will happen to that? It will start turning brown. Shreya, why are you talking about it? The vitamin C is gone. It's a deoxidation between the content of air and the vitamin C from the fruit. That's why there are a lot of people who will say that don't cut fruit and keep it like this. You will have to open it and have it fresh. And that's why it's going to have a maximum effect and the benefit for your body. So vitamin C rich, everything you will have to remember. You will have to ensure that you cut them fresh and you have them fresh. And that's what is going to play a very, very important role. Share, what about fig? Yes, fig is a very rich source of potassium. Fig comes in fibers too. Pear comes in fibers. So I think every fruit that you're going to have, which will come in the some or the other category. But I'm just picking up few of the major categories that all of you should know. Next is magnesium. Magnesium will usually come in your diet from a lot of dry fruits. And a lot of fruits too. Those fruits who are rich in potassium, sodium, routine berries, they all have a tinge of magnesium as a part of it. Again, it's a micronutrient which is helpful for your child's nutritional well-being. Shreya, ideally how my child is supposed to be having fruits on a daily basis. So all of you should understand, ideally 2 servings of fresh fruits are advisable for kids. Shreya, 2 servings means what? Depending on the age of your child, if your child is 2 year plus, then a whole fruit is 1 serving, then 2 fruits. If your child is under 2 years, then it depends on how much your child is having food, how much is the breastfeeding, how much is the lactogen, how much your child is able to have vegetables. So ideally we say a small bowl becomes the 1 portion of fruit. So 2 portion of fruits your child can have. If your child is under 1 year, it can be as simple as 1 portion of fruit, but preferably 2 variety of fruits. Does it sound exciting? See, a lot of us feel giving fruits like, say for example, banana. Say I give 1 banana every day. Then ideally I would say introduce another fruit which is completely different in color. Fruits have gone out there, the major treat is for eyes. They look beautiful. You make a fruit platter with 10 different variety of fruits. You look at it and you'll feel like having. No, Shreya, I don't feel like having. If as a parent, you are a parent who don't enjoy having fruits at all, you have to ensure that you offer fruits to your child. If your child is very, very small, like 1.5 year of age, and there's a possibility of choke, and the fruits getting choked, so you'll have to take care that those fruits you don't offer to your child. Something like grapes. You cannot offer grape because it can have a choking hazard. So Shreya, how do we offer grapes to our child? Just cut grapes into 2 halves and then you can offer to your child. Pomegranate. If your child is too small, don't offer direct pomegranate in mouth. You can offer it in a juice format to your child. So again, that can have a choking hazard. So a piece that is hard and that your child can directly gulp it, you should not be offering. But whereas all kind of a pulpy fruit like mango, papaya, watermelon, muskmelon, kiwi, dragon fruit, these are a pulpy fruit and you can give directly in your child's hand and your child can have. So will it have choking hazard? No. Usually pulpy fruit can slip off and they will usually have a gagging. It might have the bit of gagging can happen, but we don't have a choking hazard. Sure, what about apple and pear? These are little hard fruits. Little hard fruits will always say that give one steamed. Don't boil it and make a puree and offer it to your child. We'll say just make one steam. It becomes a little soft for eating. And if your child is obviously 8 to 9 months plus, you just give grated apple or grated pear directly to your child. 1 year plus, 1.5 years around, you can just make thin slices of apple and directly offer it to your child. It's absolutely okay. Be around mamas. If your child is too small, you have to ensure that you be around the child. Few of you have just asked me that, Shreya, can we give fruit juices? Are they advisable? Fruit juices, if you offer to your child, that will be counted as a hydration for your child. So fruit juice will be counted as a water intake of your child. It will not be counted as a fruit intake of your child. Because lot of fruits, when you turn it into a juices and you just put it through the channi jisko bolta hai usme se, and you did the stirring of it, and then what remain is lot of fiber, lot of nutrients, lot of vitamin C is gone. What you're having is a plain flavored water. So the juices cannot be a replacement for fruits. Next, few of you have asked me a question about the tinned juices. Should we offer a tinned or a ready juices to our child? Ideally speaking, no. If you start offering tinned juices to your child, what will happen is, first of all, it's a highly, hugely processed. Shreya, most real juices which are available, they say 100% nutrient quality, but still to preserve it, you keep a fruit in your house, keep a fresh fruit in your house, have it after 6 months. Shreya, okay, have it after 1 month. Can you eat it? No, Shreya. Okay, I'll cut it down a little more. Have it after 10 days. You cannot have it. They will start getting spoiled after 2 to 3 days. And there are few fruits which will spoil after 8 to 10 days. Why? Then what do you think converting into juices can stay for 6 months to 1 year? It's not possible, no? Then if it's staying for 6 months to 1 year, something at least is done on them. So it's a very practical approach with which we have to think. Actually, is it helping? Actually, is it not helping? If it's helping, in what way it's helping? So it's counted only as hydration. It's definitely not at all counted as what you can call it nutritional benefit of fruits you can get through offering fruit juices. So it's not possible. Share any specific time to give fruits to your child. All of you have to remember something important. If you are a biggest or the greatest believer of Ayurveda, yes, they do say that do not offer fruits before sunrise and after sunset. So you have to remember that you cannot offer fruits before sunrise and after sunset. If you are not a believer of Ayurveda and you're absolutely okay with the way things are, you believe in modern science, you just believe in something that is healthy, out of 24 hours, you can offer fruits anytime. My kids have fruit. In fact, whenever they are hungry, one of the most available thing that they will have in my house is fruits. Any given point of time, I'll have minimum 3 to 4 varieties of fruits. So right now inside my house, you'll have watermelon, you will have kiwi, there is a dragon fruit, there are cherries in my house, there is I think apple in my house, and there is a guava in my house. As well 5 to 6 fruits. There will be always a fruit backup in my house. And they are very, very used to. So whenever they will say, Mama, I'm feeling hungry, can I have a fruit platter, please? The many of the times they will have for breakfast also fruit platter. And they really love to have different variety of fruits for their breakfast too. So you'll have to understand and remember that fruits can be offered any given point of time. But yes, it definitely depends on your own belief system. So you need to think about it. Next thing, show how it should be washed. All of you please note, the current rainy season, you all have to take care of the clean and the hygienic way in which the fruits and vegetables are offered. They need to be cleaned, they need to be washed. Shreya, should everything be washed in hot water? Should they be soaked in hot water? There was few recently ad that I saw, no, the fruits and vegetable cleaner. There are few families who put one drop of a potassium in liquid and they soak vegetable in it to kill any kind of a germs. Again, I leave it to you. Are you a working mother? Are you a homemaker? How much time you can spare? Can you buy organic fruits? Should you buy a normal local fruits? Generally speaking, I ensure that if there is any fruit which has got a lot of heat content in it, something like mangoes, watermelon, muskmelon, they are always better that you soak them in water for some time and then have it. Any fruits which has got a very hard and a shiny cover, something like apple, they're usually wax coated. So you wash them with hot water and just clean and rub it with a knife, and you will be able to remove lot of wax from the entire thing, and that also going to help. Few fruits which are like watermelon, muskmelon, papaya, where you are going to, as it is, remove the peel and then you are going to have the inside part. There is nothing needs to be thought about. Shreya, can I give watermelon, muskmelon to my 3-year-old? Can I give jackfruit to my 3-year-old? See, post 2 years, once your child have got proper teeth and your child can munch, you can give any kind of a fruit to your child. Before that, you have to think a bit, can my child chew upon these things? And accordingly, you need to take a call. So the cleaning of fruits plays a very, very important role. Something like cherries, something like berries, something like lychees. You'll have to ensure that once you peel it off, you see things inside. There are times when you will find some insects inside. So before offering to your child, just ensure that the cleaning part is taken care of. Then it's very, very easy and healthy to consume fruits and its cleaning part. Share what can be the out of the box creative ways to offer fruits to my child. One of the best ways to offer fruits to your child is making rainbow sticks. Share what is the idea of rainbow sticks. Just take a toothpick. I think I have a toothpick. I don't have a toothpick over here. I'm just taking a pen refill. Just take a toothpick and in the toothpick make a big pieces. Okay, so probably a square piece of these are the two parts of your finger. Probably make a square piece of this size and you just put, say, dragon fruit, which is red. Then you put kiwi, which is green, and you can put a banana. And you can just put 2 sticks in front of your child and let your child explore eating. That's a wonderful way. Second way, which I've already touched upon, is the presentation of fruits. So present finger foods, like you put banana and you put 2 steamed apple pieces, and you can just put a papaya at the edge. So if you can make a wonderful design out of it, it's going to 100% going to awesome. See, before any fruit passes the taste of tongue of your child, it has to pass the taste of vision of your child. It has to look awesome. It has to look fabulous for your child to actually enjoy having fruits. So the presentation is extremely important. Third way of offering fruits is pancake. So any kind of a sweet pancake that you make. So I do make apple pancake, pear pancake. I make banana pancakes at home. So I'll show you how we can make it. Very easy way. You can take the pan. You can put the ghee on it. Shreya, will it reduce the nutrient value? Yes, it will. It is one of the very creative way to offer that fiber part at least to your child. So just put small pieces of fruits in it and just smash it. And add that entire mixture into your pancake mixture. It acts as a natural sweetener also, and it can be had very easily in the pancake form, and it looks very, very yum, and your child can have it very easily. Next thing is that you can make 100% a fruit platter for your child. You can make your child used to having a fruit platter. If your child is very small, like 6 months, 6.5 months, you can make porridges with fruits. You can make apple porridges. You can make a pear and a ragi porridge. You can make an apple and a wheat porridges. So child really enjoys having porridges. So if you can have porridges. So I have a YouTube channel by name My Dvija. On My Dvija, there is a video called as Porridges My Duja. If you search on it, you'll get an amazing out-of-the-box ways to add porridges in your child's diet. Yes, there's a oats banana porridge. So porridge can be a wonderful way. Even in soups, you can add fruits. There are a lot of soups which can have an apple as its content. Another question that have come from many of you is that can pineapple be offered to child? 100% you can offer pineapple. But if your child is too small, give few sips of juice. Once your child is 1.5 year plus and there are teeth that your child can munch upon, give pineapple. If your child is very small, like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you can offer juicy fruits in fruit net, which acts as a natural teether for your child, and that also can be an out of the box and a creative way to offer fruit to your child. All of you, I'll tell you something. Write your own poems. For every child, their mother is like Lata Mangeshkar available on this planet. So if you can introduce fruits to your child in a musical or a rhyme format. A, apple is a way. A apple every day. It keeps me healthy. I love apple and so I have apple every day. So you sing this song, you offer apple to your child. Apple, apple. Don't get me to A for apple, B for banana. I'm not here talking about that. That ultimately school, tuitions, teachers are going to do. But you just make it as much fun-loving as you can. So A says apple, apple says eat me. B says banana, banana says have me. And this one wonderful poem, I think in Hindi, so which all of you should know. I think I remember 2-3 lines from that poem. मैं बनाना मैं, तुम आ जाओ मुझे खा जाओ. मैं हूँ बनाना, तुम आ जाओ मुझे खा जाओ. मैं आपको हेल्दी बना दूंगा. मैं ऑरेंज मुझ में बहुत सारा विटामिन सी. मुझे खा जाओ, मैं आपको स्ट्रॉन्ग बना दूंगा. मैं आपको स्ट्रॉन्ग बना दूंगा. So a creative way of offering fruit, probably where your child sees you being very excited by offering those fruits. Your child sees you being happy in the process, and at the same time they are understanding why I am having what I am having. So these were the few rhymes that I used to sing actually for my kids, and they still really love it. I always say that my child can stay alive on fruits. They love fruits till that extent. So all of you mamas out over there, thank you so much. We had so many of you watching us live for today's particular session. So it's already 5:39. I'm just opening the forum. If anybody has got any questions to ask me, you can ask me the question. Any questions by any one of you about fruits? So there are a lot of questions that First Cry team also posted to me. I've just covered almost all of that. But still, if you've got any question, I'll just answer it. Any questions by anybody? Those of you who want to know my qualification, I'm Shreya Shah. I'm a childbirth educator. I am a dietitian by degree. I have been working with couples who are planning for baby, couples who are expecting couples, then couples who are breastfeeding difficulties. So I work as a lactation consultant, and we do have classes for weight loss for mothers. And if you're looking forward to be a fit mother, you can be part of that. And we have an individual entity called as My Duja. My Duja is a YouTube channel. My Duja has a Facebook page, and My Duja itself has got a 56 products. So for all of you, those of you who have got small kids and you wish to explore something that is handmade, homemade, so you can order a few things from My Duja's kitchen, something like Nachani Sattva, Wheat Sattva, multigrain mix, oats flour, flex seeds flour, and you can order these things from My Duja's kitchen also. We do make it at home for kids and we offer it to kids. So that's about me. Anybody with any questions? No questions? Okay, did I got a question? No, I don't think so. There is a question. Okay, so that's it, all of you, for today's Facebook Live. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for Team First Cry. I think it's a treat to be one of their panel members and taking this live for all of you. Thank you so much, all of you, for watching this particular video. Okay, wait, there's a question that has come. Sumedh is 1.5 year old. Can I give him coconut water? 100%. Coconut water can be offered to your child right from the age 6 months onwards. It helps your child to a very, very large extent to get a very good nutrition, to get very good electrolyte balance. Coconut is counted as a fruit, but Dipti, because your child is 1.5 year old, if possible, please offer the coconut malai also to child. That's a very rich source of folate and calcium for your child. So you can try out giving that too. But yes, 100% coconut water is allowed. In case your child have a tendency to have cold, just ensure that you do not offer coconut water post 5 p.m. Second thing, if your child have a tendency to do bedwetting, then again coconut water should not be offered after 6 p.m. Because again coconut water is a diuretic. Coconut water is going to make your child do lot of pee. So you'll have to think when you need to offer that. Do not offer it in the evening time. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Mitali. Thank you so much, Pooja. Thank you so much, Dipti. It means a lot to read all of these feedbacks. Okay, those of you who follow Mayaduja on YouTube channel, you will get to see this video on YouTube channel too. Thank you so much. Have a great time and bye.